Snowpack is essential to our water supply. Snowmelt isn't always enough or always on our schedule. Up in Empire, small town just past Idaho Springs along I-70, their main water source is a creek that's barely flowing right now. Town storage tanks have run dry. Our Katie Eastman looks at how they got in this situation.
Need another bucket?
The new routine in Empire includes a trip to Shannon Hickman. Nearly all of the 300 people who live here don't have water.
I find myself going to the kitchen sink, trying to make some rice yesterday. I was like, oh, there's no water, so. But, you know, with the water they provided for us, I was able to make do. You're welcome. I just don't want it spilling on you.
They've got 6,500 gallons from Idaho Springs down the road.
Is it safe to drink this one?
It is, yes.
But most of the businesses that cater to the Winter Park ski crowd had to close, and travelers have to be prepared to hold it until the next exit. All because the chief of police says Mother Nature is not cooperating.
We've had the drought, and then we've had recent below zero temperatures, which then freezes a lot of the water flow further up on the creek, and warm temperatures recently for the last couple of days helps, but it takes a while for that to melt.
Chief John Stein says they did have water in storage tanks, but discovered those were empty. Now a public works team is looking all over for a potential leak.
We're asking everyone check their pipes and check around and see what we can do to conserve and keep what we've got going, because we still have some water flowing, just not enough.
Another backup option would normally be a well, but the town is in the process of building a new well this summer because their old one had heavy metals in it. Buckets and bottles will be the backup for now, while the town works to introduce a new water supply, stop a leak.
I'll be here until 5.
And hopes for warm weather.
And Empire has had low flows from the creek before, but they've been able to dip into those storage tanks. So they've never been in this situation where both the storage tanks are drained with an unknown leak somewhere. Those teams looking for the leak, Kyle, they weren't able to find one today.
Katie, you were telling me they're just pulling from this little creek, this mad creek, but they got a bit more water out of it today.
Yeah, so that's a little bit of positive news, but it's still not enough to sustain the town.
And the thought is that they're going to be looking for another water source that they can get approved and get into the mix.
Yeah, and that takes a while to be able to get that approved and to be able to go through their filtration system. The chief of police's best guess is about 10 days before that will happen.
Wow. All right. Katie Eastman, thank you.